I think it is very difficult for us to reduce role modeling of values to something which is based on algorithm. It is best that a human being can role model it, and therefore a teacher that can best role model it can inculcate values better. Hi, I'm Teo Heng, principal of Yishun Town Secondary School. Being human in the digital world means that we have to re-establish our agency, our intuition, and our compassion that I think human beings are best known for.
My guest today is Ng Teo Heng, the principal of Yishun Town Secondary School, and he shares with us how his school is exposing all of his students to these new technologies in the classroom.
So we use Sketch Pro for them to do digital art, for them to do creation, and that enhances coursework subjects. And of course now, with generative AI like ChatGPT, and these are some of those things that I don't think there's a need for us to teach them specifically, but they do know how to get onto those platforms and use them for their own learning. So Yishun Town is near a swamp and a river, and we call it the Khatib Bongsu. And there's actually a very rich ecosystem which is very important for our geography students to understand. But during COVID, there was no way that they can be there physically. So therefore, there were some resources being made around that area. And through VR headsets, the students could actually explore virtually on how the ecosystem works for them to learn about mangrove swamps. You'll be amazed at how fast they actually pick up things. So we tap on their innate ability to adapt quite fast. And for them, of course, it cannot really take the place of a physical learning journey, but I think it is good enough for them to understand the soundscapes, the landscape of the ecosystem. I tried that myself and I thought it was quite authentic. We have to do it through both our hardware and our software. So hardware refers to the platforms and the devices. Every one of our students is equipped with a personal learning device. It's under the ministry PDLP scheme. And we make use of the Singapore Student Learning Space, and there are cloud platforms. So this allows us to really make full use of quality content, which can be scaled quite easily. And of course, in terms of software, we look at the approaches in which we teach students the skills. We teach them how to find information, analyze information, evaluate, and then apply them into learning contexts, and also to create for their coursework. By combining both hardware and software, right, we are able to ensure that students from all backgrounds are able to make full use of technology. One is, of course, on the what, the veracity of information, how true is it, right? And second type of concerns refer to how much are they exposing themselves, revealing themselves in the cyberspace. The third is who are they interacting with? What is the agenda of the people interacting with them? Who is influencing them? And are there any other hidden agenda that we do not know? So we do need to have a very robust cyber wellness program. Fundamentally, we have to recognize that there's no way that we can catch up with how technologies evolve. And it is not so efficient for us to be chasing after the tails. So instead, we focus on what we can build within the students, which is their decision-making skills, the ethics, and how do they make the correct choices. To me, I think it compels me to recast this question into two sub-questions. The first of which is how best can we deliver education programs in YTSS? I mean, we know that it is quite evident now quality content can be scaled at quite low cost. Certain parts of learning assessment will improve as we reach a higher equilibrium as AI improves. And content acquisition definitely can be more efficient. So these are areas in which we have to harness the strength of technology. On the other hand, we are also quite cognizant of the limitations and understand that there are actually some areas, some domains of school life that goes beyond just learning content. And that is when the culture of care, the duty of care by the teacher, the personal touch by the teacher will become very important. Okay, we have a total population of 1,100 over students coming from various diverse backgrounds. What we are very proud of is, regardless of where they come from, their background, their starting point, they do turn up after 4 to 5 years to be students of very good character. And in my conversation with some of the PSEI principals, right, they did say that some defining characteristics of YTSS alumni would be they are resilient and they can respond to uncertainty quite well. So I think that is something that we are very proud of. I think it is about how to create an internet or space that is safer for us to use. Why I do say so is because if you see how the internet has evolved over the years, it has actually responded very well to the needs, to the demands, and even desires of very explicit needs of people, because driven by investments and demands, right? But in other areas such as those which are more liminal, subliminal, psychological aspects, I'm not quite sure whether they are able to meet that needs as well. Research has also shown, or some research have linked teenage mental states, negative teenage mental states, to explicit use of social media. And we know that peddling of false information online actually divides people. So I think one very important question that we have to ask is, tomorrow's internet, can it be a safer place for us to have our discourse, for us to learn?
Schools hold the potential to inspire and empower the next generation by introducing students to technology and ensuring broad access to it. We can prepare them for the challenges and opportunities of a digital age. But that's easier said than done, and we must continue to challenge ourselves to ensure that education fosters curiosity and equality to empower our students to create a future that's good for all.